Hey there, petrol heads! Ever looked under the hood and wondered how to squeeze more power out of your engine? One word: superchargers. These ingenious devices are like giving your car's lungs a shot of pure adrenaline. In simple terms, a supercharger is an air pump. It crams more air into the engine than it could suck in naturally. More air means more fuel can be burned, and that means one thing: more power. It's the mechanical equivalent of a deep breath before a weightlifter lifts a heavy weight. Superchargers have been around for ages, adding serious muscle to everything from classic American muscle cars to sleek European sports cars. They're the secret sauce behind some of the most iconic and powerful engines ever built in history. So buckle up as we dive into the world of superchargers and discover how they work their magic. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty of how these power boosters work. Forced induction is a fascinating process that can significantly enhance your engine's performance. Imagine your engine as a hungry beast that needs air to survive. The more air it gets, the more powerful it becomes. A supercharger acts like a personal trainer, force-feeding it a constant supply of oxygen-rich air. This ensures that the engine is always performing at its peak. This process, called forced induction, starts with the engine's crankshaft. The crankshaft's rotation is crucial in driving the supercharger. It spins the supercharger's impeller, which is like a fancy fan inside the unit. This fan is designed to move air efficiently and quickly. As the impeller spins, it sucks in air and compresses it. This compression is key to increasing the air's density. This compressed air is denser, meaning it packs more oxygen molecules into the same space. More oxygen means a more powerful combustion process. This denser air is then forced into the engine cylinders. The cylinders are where the magic happens. With more oxygen present, more fuel can be injected and ignited. This combination leads to a more powerful explosion. This controlled explosion creates more pressure, pushing the pistons down with greater force. The piston's movement is what generates power. And guess what? More force equals more power to the wheels. This means faster acceleration and better overall performance. It's like giving your engine a shot of nitrous, but without the need for a button on the steering wheel. Forced induction is a continuous boost, always ready to deliver power when you need it. Now, not all superchargers are created equal. Just like there are different breeds of dogs, there are different types of superchargers, each with its own personality and performance characteristics. Let's meet the main contenders, shall we? These are the superchargers that make our engines roar and our hearts race. First up, we have the Roots supercharger. This is the granddaddy of them all, known for its distinctive whine that's music to any gearhead's ears. It's been around for over a century, proving its reliability and performance. It uses two meshing lobes to squeeze air like a pair of gears, delivering instant boost at low engine speeds. This makes it perfect for those who crave immediate throttle response. Next, we have the twin-screw supercharger, a more sophisticated cousin of the Roots. It features two spiraled rotors that compress air more efficiently, resulting in smoother power delivery and quieter operation. This design reduces heat and increases efficiency, making it a favorite for many. Think of it as the stealthy ninja of the supercharger world. It sneaks up on you with its quiet operation but delivers a powerful punch. Last but not least, there's the centrifugal supercharger. This high RPM screamer uses a high-speed impeller to fling air outwards, building boost progressively as engine speed climbs. It's like a turbocharger in its behavior, but driven by the engine belt. It's the high-revving sports car of the bunch, delivering a thrilling surge of power at the top end. Perfect for those who love the adrenaline rush of high-speed driving. Now, you might be thinking, hold on, aren't turbochargers supposed to do the same thing? And you'd be right. Both turbochargers and superchargers aim to increase the engine's power output by forcing more air into the combustion chamber. Both superchargers and turbochargers are forms of forced induction, but they go about it in different ways. While their end goal is the same, the journey they take to get there is quite different. Remember how we said superchargers are connected to the engine's crankshaft? This direct connection means that the supercharger is driven by the engine itself, providing a consistent and immediate boost. Well, turbochargers take a different approach. Instead of being mechanically linked to the engine, they harness the power of the engine's exhaust gases. They use the engine's exhaust gases to spin a turbine, which in turn drives a compressor. This method allows turbochargers to generate more power without directly taxing the engine. This difference in power source is key. It fundamentally changes how each system performs and feels when driving. Superchargers provide instant boost because they're mechanically linked to the engine. This means as soon as you press the accelerator, the power is there, ready to go. Turbochargers, on the other hand, suffer from what's known as turbo lag, a delay between you hitting the accelerator and the boost kicking in. This lag occurs because the turbo needs time to spool up and generate the necessary pressure. It's like waiting for the kettle to boil before you can have your cup of tea. The anticipation builds, but once it's ready, the result is worth the wait. So it's a trade-off. Instant gratification with a supercharger, or a slight delay for potentially more power with a turbocharger. Each has its own set of advantages and disadvantages depending on what you're looking for in performance. It's like choosing between a cheetah and a lion. Both are incredibly fast, but one relies on explosive speed, while the other builds up momentum. The choice ultimately depends on your driving style and what kind of performance you value more.